Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the live edition of Sector 5. I'm your host, as always, Cody the Hangman Heinzman. I just finished recording a live session, but I forgot to save it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it again, so we're just going to rebroadcast it anyways, so I have better thoughts anyways. I figured out there's a way to auto-save all my videos to my camera roll, so from here on out I won't have to worry about saving afterwards and all that. So, why are we here? SmackDown has ended, and once again I'm going to give the Battleground pay-per-view predictions. So, let's get started. We have King Barrett versus R-Truth in a crown match, and I believe that Wade Barrett is going to take this match because he rightfully won the 2015 King of the Ring. So, I don't believe that he will lose the title of King of the Ring. Next up, we have Sheamus versus Randy Orton. And looking at it, I'm still kind of 50-50 on it. Sheamus, being Mr. Money in the Bank, is on somewhat of a roll, and I don't think he's gonna lose to Randy Orton. On the other hand, Randy Orton has had little presence recently, so I kind of think he may actually take the title. Well, not the title, take the win over Sheamus. So I'm kind of 50-50 on it, but if I were to put more towards someone, it's Sheamus. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt is up next, and this depends on what's going to happen later on. I don't know where a rivalry could continue with these two, so I kind of want to give it to Roman Reigns, but just like Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt doesn't get much TV time, and he's been getting a lot of pay-per-view time. So I don't know if he'll continue to go and be pay-per-view person. Of course, it gets kind of hard to predict with Bray Wyatt because he'll start a rivalry with someone, and then instantly he's on to someone else, and it's always cryptic. We never know who it is until he goes after the person. So maybe he will win, and the rivalry will end, and the new rivalry will start afterwards. I don't know. But if I were to think anyone's going to win, it's going to be Bray Wyatt. Next up, we are going to start up with our title matches. As I've been doing lately, we've been doing non-title matches going into title matches. So, let's get started with title matches. But first one we're talking about, Intercontinental Championship match that was going to happen, cannot happen. For those who don't know the news, Ryback had a staph infection in his right knee, putting him out of action for a while, so the Intercontinental Championship match is not going to happen at Battleground. So we'll go on to the first actual title match to talk about, the Primetime Players versus New Day. I still don't think that the Primetime Players are going to lose the title to New Day. Primetime Players just recently winning the titles, and as you guys may know, I'm a big Kofi Kingston fan, but I cannot get behind the actions that have been happening with New Day. I'll be so happy when New Day disperses and Kofi Kingston is either in a better tag team, or, just goes back to single action and is back to being the Kofi that all Kofi fans know and love. We want the Boom Squad back. I will continue to say it until New Day is gone. I'm sorry. Next up, we have John Cena versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Sadly, I think Kevin Owens is going to win the United States Championship. This rivalry has been a lot like, of course, I never really watched the rivalry, but it's kind of sort of as if John Cena is now facing his own John Cena. I know Kevin Owens would not like that comparison, but basically, this is basically when John Cena made his appearance against Kurt Angle. Yeah, Kurt Angle. I think it was Kurt Angle, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm stuck on that now. Anyways, this is a lot like what happened when John Cena made his appearance. Kevin Owens is making his mark, and as we all know, Kevin Owens also has lost the NXT Championship to Finn Balor, which means that was the only thing that I think WWE was keeping Kevin Owens from winning the United States Championship from, is because he was NXT champion. And now that the NXT Championship is gone, he is open to win the United States Championship. So, next up, we have the final match of the night. We have Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. The idea of Sheamus cashing in, we'll put that one as the first thing. I don't think it's going to happen. As I always say, I hate when Money in the Bank comes around. We have a Money in the Bank winner because it's hard to do these predictions when we have a Money in the Bank person in there. So, here's my thoughts about Sheamus cashing in. Could we potentially have a triple threat match like what happened at WrestleMania? I don't think so, because there's much difference between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. As I will continue to say, at WrestleMania, we should have had a definite winner between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. And then Seth Rollins could have cashed in. It would have been so easy to have a definite winner at the end, and then Seth Rollins could have cashed in. Of course, that would have made it a one-on-one. The only way I think he could have actually won it is if Roman Reigns were to win it. And a lot of people would be angry about that. But I'm more furious with the fact that such a good match, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, that should have had a definite winner. WrestleMania should not... That should be the only time that Money in the Bank cannot be used in the middle of a match. I mean, as I said, that's like, I think, the first time that Money in the Bank's been used in the middle of a match. But, WrestleMania should not be messed with. It was a good match, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I will get on this tangent as long as Seth Rollins holds that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I will continue on this tangent, which is mainly why I kind of hope Brock Lesnar takes the championship, because I can see down the pipeline Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship coming up. Maybe not at WrestleMania again. Sorry, I'm overheated. It's a little warm in here. But that's why I hope Brock Lesnar wins. Seth Rollins is all on his own. And there's, as I said, there's a distinct difference between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I don't think Seth Rollins on his own could take a Brock Lesnar. But is he really on his own? Yes, J&J Security's gone. Yes, Kane's gone. Who do you still have? You still got the CEO, Mr. Triple H. So, that's my thoughts on Battleground. Who knows what's going to happen with that last match. I really hope Brock Lesnar takes it. It'd be so nice to... I don't want to say I want to see Brock Lesnar as WWE World Heavyweight Champion again, because, you know, I feel if he does win it, he needs to be the champion. He needs to go to each pay-per-view and defend the title. Not get it, and then 5 pay-per-views later he defends it. If you are the WWE, why would you give the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to someone that's not going to defend it? Like, ever. It makes no sense to me. So anyways, that's my thoughts on Battleground. As I said at the beginning of this, I had this all recorded, but didn't know how to save it after not saving it at the end. For those of you new to Periscope, whenever you end a video, there's like a menu that comes up at the bottom, and you're able to click and say save the camera roll if you're using like, because it's an app if you're using your iPhone or whatever you're using. And I didn't think to save it. So I went and tried to figure out how to get it afterwards and couldn't figure it out. So I just had to redo the entire video, which I'm alright with. Sometimes a redo is good because it narrows down on my rambling. But this will go up on YouTube here soon. For anybody who may be here who doesn't really know who I am, I do these pay-per-view predictions for every pay-per-view. Then I review them after the pay-per-view is done on Sunday. I originally thought to do that live on here, but how late I usually do them, it's usually 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I just decided I will just record those and upload them instead of bringing them live. But the main reason I chose to do my predictions live is because the on-hand ability to chat on Periscope, because I'd like to hear people's opinions on the pay-per-views as well. So whenever someone's like on here and sending a chat, I can look and see what you guys are saying and be like, either I agree with what you're saying, or that's a brilliant idea, or maybe debate on why I think your idea might be, I won't say wrong, but maybe tell reasons why I don't think it's going to happen. As I said, most time when I do these pay-per-view predictions, I try not to stay on my personal opinions. Like, if I stayed on my own personal opinions, I'd be like, "Go New Day," because Kofi's there. But I cannot support New Day. I can't. It's sad. It's very sad. But anyways, that's why I chose to use this format. And as always, I'm Cody the Hangman Heinzman. That's just how it is. And one bad thing about this is it's not easy to end the broadcast. There it is. Bye-bye.